Greetings one and all, this is Lloyd Brown alongside Lady Lex, right here doing our In Conversation, Reasoning, interview.
And a stupendous Mr. Brown, you must have that in, Mr. Brown.
Stop that.
You must have it in.
Stop that. It was in the contract actually. But anyway, we're going to be reasoning, or we've been in reasoning over the last few episodes in this series of In Conversation. In light of Lady Lex's career as, God, I don't think I have enough fingers. Right, okay, so vocalist, producer, car thief, clothes thief, what else? Writer. Yeah. Mother.
Yeah.
Wife. And now we're going to go into another aspect of her life, which is being a CEO, a co-owner of a radio station called Chawa Radio. Now, Chawa. Now, first of all, people's going to be asking this, so I'm going to ask you anyway. And I already know the answer to this, but you're going to tell them anyway. What does Chawa mean?
Well, Father P, when he used to play his music, would sit down, and when something really touched him, when he just even impressed himself, he'd be there rocking away and doing the Father P sway. And the next thing you know, you get Chawa. And Chawa just means cha, a boom tune, a what? I mean that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So that was his little thing. Chawa, it was always Father P from way back when.
Right.
And so that had to be the name of the station. It was unique without saying it's unique. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I mean, for me, it made complete sense. The question has been asked, because I talk about your station a lot.
Yeah.
And people say, Chawa? What kind of name
What
is
kind of
that?
name is that? What, you mean Chihuahua?
Yeah. Some people will call it Chihuahua. But Chihuahua?
Yes,
but then, upon explaining it to people, like, oh, okay, all right, I get it. And they said, yeah, it's got a personal touch.
Yeah.
And they said, yeah. How did the transition from you being an established artist, doing the rounds, what made you decide to go into another aspect of the business, which can be safe to say it's, in the internet age, is is oversubscribed.
Yeah, it is.
To say the least.
Yeah, it is
so
oversubscribed.
What inspired you to actually start a radio station to begin with?
Well, I've got a DJ for a husband. A very good DJ for a husband, I might add as well, Father P. And the purpose for me, as you've heard me say earlier, I like to see new talents come forward. I like to see people doing well. I like to help, assist in any way I can. That's why I had everybody from around the way coming in to record their music and helping them lay down pieces that they couldn't necessarily play themselves.
Yeah.
I like that, and for me, the actual reason why it got started was because Patrick was on a station before, but there's always, there's not politics with the owner and Patrick or anything like that, but sometimes there can be a bit of a tussle between some DJs and other DJs, and I just thought that's not really a good look, and it's not what we're all about.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's like a true representation of reggae music and so on and so forth, and I don't know, I just think I wanted to have something that was undeniable, and something that, a platform that could not only bring forward good music, but also no one could say anything bad about.
Sure.
So I just decided there's to be no blaspheming on the station, no
slackness,
no
basically.
slackness, basically.
Yeah.
Because this is the music of kings and queens, Lloyd. And it hurts me when I see music that's royal, and it has so much heart and so much truth about it, and
power,
and so much power.
Yeah.
If we give people the opportunity to be able to demine it by putting slackness over the top of it, then we're just allowing people to say what they want, and to demoralise it, and to degrade it, and I didn't want that. So I just wanted to have a station that we could be really proud and say that this represents. Don't bother looking at people when they're doing foolishness. I'm not interested in that. That's not what reggae music is about. That's not what we're about, you know. So that's what I really wanted the station for, and I just thought that, you know, to get like-minded people on the station, other people that were happy to uphold those kind of values.
How did it enter into your head? Right, I'm gonna create a radio station.
Because Patrick said he was gonna stop playing music.
Okay.
And I thought, no, that's not fair. I'm doing my music. He hasn't got an outlet, and he's so good at it.
Right.
And he just really does play the tracks that you don't necessarily always hear. Right. And the things that he plays are things that makes other people remember, oh yeah, they've got the tunes, but they probably haven't dusted off the vinyl in a long time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he'll just drop those kind of tunes in, and you'll just be like, oh, Patrick, it just took me back, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I just wanted him to have that.
Okay.
So I really just overnight, I had no idea what to do, I'll be honest with you. I prayed. Okay, and I prayed and I asked for guidance and, you know, for the knowledge and the insight, because I had no idea how to set up a radio station. But I wanted it to be a positive place. I wanted it to be where someone could come to if they're feeling lonely, feeling down, and just feel upliftment through music. And that's what it was all about, you know, let us go out and touch people, and, you know, and that's really what it was for. And so overnight I built Choa. I said to Patrick, your station's ready to go in the morning. He said, what? He didn't even know. I said, I built your website, I built everything, and that was it.
Here's a radio station to go with your cornflakes, Patrick.
It's a radio station. Got in touch with PRS and PPL because I didn't want to be breaking any laws.
Before we go any further, this is something really important that I need to impart to the viewers right about now. Now, there are community radio stations and there are licensed radio stations and what have you, right? And community radio stations, whilst they are operating, the finances that basically comes into the station is more or less coming from advertising. So the revenue that they get is from advertising. Choa Radio are a radio station that pays royalties. They pay PRS.
And PPL.
And PPL. So basically, if your tunes get played on the station, you're getting you're getting royalties.
And I'm getting choked. One moment, please.
And you're getting royalties, basically. You know what I mean? So for the fact that was taken into consideration before the station even existed.
I had a conversation with them, so I got the radio set up. It was all ready to go, but we hadn't started broadcasting yet.
Right.
So then I got the numbers for PRS, and I phoned them, and they told me, oh, if you're going to do that, you need PPL as well. I was like, okay. So I was learning.
Right.
And it was by conversation. And they're very helpful. People at PRS and PPL are very helpful. They will tell you, you know, what you need to be paying, the size of radio station you've got. So if you're a station out there and you don't really know the best way to go about, just have a chat with them. They are really helpful, and it won't cost you an arm and a leg. They've got like different plans for different sizes of station, and what they'll do is they'll say, oh, you're a small music license, how many people you play into, you have to show how many listeners you've got, you have to show how many people are tuned into you, how many songs you're playing per hour, and so on and so forth. I'm
glad you're imparting this information, because it can be easily assumed by people that if you're getting paid royalties from PRS and PPL, PRS is the Performing Rights Society,
that's right.
And PPL stands for what again? Something Phonographic Limited.
That's it.
Something.
Phonographic.
We'll Google
license. Something license anyway. That's it. Public. I think phonographic public license. I don't know. Get Patrick. Pass me my phone, because on my bank statement we've got a direct debit from them this month, and it will be on there.
We'll be right back after these messages.
I'll tell you what it's called. Going to where they love to take my money.
Just in case you go on the Chase or one of them programs, one of them quiz programs. Right? What does PPL stand for?
Going into it and drink. What have they taken out of my bank account
my
this
gosh.
month? Alright, here we go. View transactions. Da-da-da-da-da. Holland and Barrett. I like to be healthy, you guys. There we go. Phonographic performance something.
Okay.
Right.
Photographic performance.
Performance
Limited.
license.
License.
There you go.
Okay.
Photographic performance license.
Okay. So the point I was making.
Yeah.
Before we was just trying to figure out what
they're called.
What they're called.
Pay them.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, yeah. You know.
Pay the bills.
Is the information that Lex is imparting is that there are different.
There are different levels.
There's different levels, and it's easy for people to think that when your songs are played on a PRS registered or PPL registered, we're getting something like £1 a play or something like that.
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work like that.
It works in pennies. It is small, literally 0 point something of a penny. But what happens is they'll just work out a tier for you, and so don't be worried about they're going to start breaking your bank. They won't start breaking your bank, but unless we all start putting in, and it's almost like putting in a whip round for a drink at the bar or something. You put in this certain amount each month, and you pay this certain amount, and then collectively they're able to pay the artist out of that money, because until you've got that pot of money, there's nothing to pay the artist out of. So that was important to me. I'm an artist. Come on, how can I now go on and I'm not paying those licenses?
Exactly, and that is the economy that I've been talking about for ages. That to some degree we don't have, but you can see people who are trying to build an economy.
That's
okay,
right, yeah.
I'm glad you put that information out there. From you building it, right, so that Father P can have it for his breakfast. Right? How did it move from his breakfast table, right, to everybody's table?
What do you mean, like literally? How do you get the stream out to the public, or
no?
How did it then incorporate other DJs to play?
How did the interest from other DJs came about?
They just started contacting me, saying that they were liking what was going on. They liked the fact that Patrick was playing a huge amount of UK music as well. And it was standing up next to the international artists, so we weren't just playing all UK music, but he was playing across the board, and everyone got looking, as opposed to just the usual tracks playing that everybody plays that doesn't necessarily give the up and coming artists an opportunity.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, listen, I love all the other stations up there. I love you, because how can I not love you? You have helped me do what I'm doing, and I couldn't have done what I've done and got to the level I've got without you. It's one hand can't, you know what I mean? One has got to wash the other. It's important, because these stations have played my music, and I've got the gigs, and I've got where I am, and been in this position because of it.
Okay.
So I'm not knocking anybody, and I'm really grateful to all the DJs out there that put their hard work and their time into preparing their shows, and with no pay, I might add as well, and all for the love. So keep up the good work.
And
guys.
the love is actually coming back as well, because you're broadcasting how many countries?
Oh, listen, it was 176 countries the last time I checked.
Okay.
Yeah, I was really, really pleased to see that, Lloyd. I didn't think we were going to really hit worldwide like that. I thought that we might hit a few countries, the usual Japan, Poland, places like that where we know that reggae music is well received. But I didn't expect. You'd be surprised. I'll show you the stats or whatever, the countries that we reach. It's amazing.
Wow.
It's absolutely amazing where we're hitting, but the internet is a wonderful thing. It can be a wonderful thing and a terrible thing.
Terrible thing at the same time,
depending on what you use it for.
Yeah. And it's been running for how many? 4 years now?
It'll be 4 years this year.
4 years this year.
4 years. I was very mindful that I didn't want people to be able to turn around and say, oh, you use the station just to big up yourself or to put your own stuff out there. Because we've got, and a lot of the guys tell me off about it, we've got what we call a Chawa Choice of the Month. And each month, everyone chooses international artists and a UK artist, side by side across the board. And sometimes they come to me, Lex, I want your tune. Sorry, you can't have it. But I want your tune to be my number one. You can't do that.
No, it's conflict of interest.
Because there's a conflict of interest. I cannot allow that to happen. So half the time, you'll never see me mentioned in posts, and I want it that way for a reason, because I don't want the station to be discredited by people thinking, oh, she only started up the station so she can push herself. No, actually, I started up the station to push Uno. You know what I mean? That's what I started it for, to try to be a new wave of of thinkers and trying to actually invest back into what we call the reggae industry. Because there are a lot of industrious people in it. And
that is a very good mission statement to end this episode on, ladies and gentlemen. So that is basically Chawa Radio and Lady Lex and Father P's involvement within it. Wrapped up in a nice little bowl for you.
You're a pleasure to work with, really. And you know, they also pay in, because they also pay a subscription fee, and they help keep the station afloat, so that we've got a professional chat room, so that we've got everything running, all the website costs, you know what I mean, and all the costs that are involved with it.
Yeah.
That everybody chips in a little bit. If not working, you'd have to chip in. You know, we're not going to kill a man if you can't chip
investment.
in. But everything's investment, and they are that dedicated. You know, they really are. So that, you know, we really want to get it to the place where in the future they can be paid to play. Yeah. You know, that's what we're aiming for as well, you know?
Well, yeah, that is
the aim.
That's another good mission statement. That's another good addition to the mission statement for Chawa Radio.
Chawa.
So we're going to end it right there. So with that, we're going to bid you adieu for now. So with that,
adieu.
Adieu.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Quote a little bit of Shakespeare.
Yeah. And all these things. Till such time, we're out of here, we're gone.
See ya.
Abstain from foolishness.